Did you know that Cleopatra demanded a price for one night that not everyone dared to pay? Their own life? Scientists once managed to bring a dinosaur back to life, but was humanity truly ready for the consequences? And somewhere in the world, there is a place where men are kept like livestock and used in ways that are hard to believe. And the scariest part? None of this is fiction. Imagine ancient Egypt. The sun slowly sets behind the pyramids, and in the luxurious chambers of the palace lives Cleopatra, a queen who could captivate any man. Hundreds of noblemen dreamed of touching her, enchanted by tales of her charisma and mastery of love. But Cleopatra knew the price of her power and turned these desires into a cruel game of survival. According to legend, she would share her bed with any brave soul. Yet behind this generous offer lay one horrifying condition, enough to scare off the faint of heart. The lucky man received everything, the finest wines, incense, and the caresses of the most desired woman until dawn. But as the first rays of the sun touched the pyramids, the guards would burst into the chambers with swords drawn. The heads of the daring were displayed on spikes outside the palace so everyone could see how dearly a momentary weakness cost. Cleopatra believed that no mortal should live with the memory of having possessed a goddess, and at the break of dawn, the price for a night with Cleopatra was paid with one's own life. Did you know that scientists recently managed to bring a dinosaur back to life? This reportedly happened in Minnesota, USA. For many years, researchers had been trying to recover the DNA of ancient reptiles, and just recently they succeeded in obtaining a complete fragment of genetic material. After that, they began attempts to grow a living specimen. For an entire year, the experiments showed no results, but then scientists finally managed to create the first dinosaur. It was growing completely healthy, and news about the experiment spread almost immediately. According to reports, you can even find videos on TikTok by searching for living dinosaur. However, with each passing day, the creature became larger and more aggressive. Eventually, the chamber where it was kept became too small, and one day, it simply broke. The dinosaur escaped and attacked one of the scientists. The victim could not be saved. The creature was quickly captured and placed in chains, but it continued to grow rapidly and became even more dangerous. At that point, specialists made the decision to sedate the dinosaur and terminate the experiment. That is how this story ended. But according to rumors, other scientists are still continuing attempts to bring dinosaurs back to life. Did you know there is a story about a secret farm where men were treated like livestock? According to disturbing reports, this place was located on the outskirts of rural Ohio, far from big cities and far from public attention. Because of extreme poverty, men were allegedly abducted from the streets and taken to a closed facility. There, they were kept under constant control and forced to work as a biological resource for an illegal operation. During the day, they were given food and water on a strict schedule. At night, workers arrived to extract biological material in an industrial manner. Sources claim that over 10,000 men were held inside the facility. Every single day, the operation purportedly produced hundreds of liters of raw biological substance. The material was then transported to a factory where it was processed and used in mass food production. Some of the most popular products in the region were allegedly made from this source, without consumers ever knowing the truth. This operation supposedly continued for more than 10 years. Men kept disappearing from nearby towns. Missing persons cases were ignored, dismissed, or never properly investigated. Until one day, one man managed to escape. He went directly to the police and revealed what was happening behind closed doors. Soon after, the facility was shut down. The owner was arrested, and a court case is now underway. A verdict is expected very soon. So what was it? A real criminal operation? Or one of the darkest modern urban legends?